Welcome to Bay Focus, and we're so privileged to come into your home again and share with you what is going on here throughout Central Florida, Tampa Bay area, and beyond. And this is one of the weeks we're going to tell you about some events coming up. Some weeks we share with you more in-depth look at local ministries, and then other weeks more about some events, and that's what's going to be today. And we have a couple things happening. There's going to be Leonardo is going to be with us, Villanueva. Those of you that are familiar with Leonardo's music ministry, been featured on CTN many times. He's going to be with us in the studio in just a few moments, sharing about a benefit concert he's going to be doing. But we're going to start today with featuring a ministry that we've had on a number of times over the years here on Bay Focus called Somebody Cares Tampa Bay, and they have another big outreach that they're doing. They're always connecting churches together, connecting the body of Christ together, doing outreaches in this area. And we have representing today Somebody Cares Tampa Bay, Nikki Emerson, who is their administrator. Thank you so much, Nikki, for coming on. Glad to have you coming. Now you have an exciting, it's that time of year now, where school's just ending, but it's not long before it's starting. Again, it's just a couple months break, and you have what is called the All About Kids Backpack Giveaway. Tell us about that.
Well, we want to bless 1,000 children with backpacks filled with supplies. And so each year we team with the Tampa Bay Times Forum, and they allow us to bring these 1,000 children to the game. We have activities. Derek Brooks always speaks to the kids, gives them a nice inspirational message, and we're able to provide them with the backpack and a one-of-a-kind experience. Yeah,
and now how do you determine, these are needy families that need the backpacks that you're actually doing. We're going to show those in just a moment. How do you determine who gets the help?
Well, what we do is we have donors and sponsors that sponsor the children, and then that allows us to provide scholarships. So there's a scholarship application that's required, and we reach out to churches, to ministries, to any kind of organization that actually works with or ministers to children on an ongoing basis. They do need to be registered so that we're able to determine, how many backpacks need to be brought to the event and things like that. So it's not just an open invitation. They need to be part of a group and an organization that's already pre-registered for the event. Okay, so what happens on that day? You said there's activities there, but it's a Tampa Bay Storm game as well, right? So when these children come, they're not only getting the backpack, you're getting a variety of things. Give us a little more detail on that. Well, the biggest thing, we like to take the opportunity to pray over them. So we, most of the organizations that we invite to fill out the scholarship, they're Christian organizations, or they service school children, throughout the summer programs and things like that. So our main focus is to just be able to minister to the kids. But obviously Derek Brooks, being a Christian himself and just very active in our community, he has just been so gracious with, just speaking to the kids, speaking into their lives. But this year, the Tampa Bay Times Forum is really taking a proactive role and actually allowing us to do our event for the first time down on the football field prior to the game.
Wow.
And so we'll have face painting and different activities that the forum is they've got so many volunteers that they just, they're very excited about serving the kids and just giving them opportunities to just play and to do things prior to the game. And then they, with the backpack, it comes the ticket to the game. So they get to stay and enjoy the game. And
now, can other people go to this as well besides just the 1,000 kids, or is it exclusively to that?
Well, we need chaperones for the kids, and so each group has to bring a chaperone for every 10 children. And so normally, those are invited. Actually, when we have individuals or businesses that sponsor children, they receive tickets to the game. That's great. So we have different sponsorship levels, which are available on our website.
And that's one of the reasons we're bringing you on Bay Focus, is we want to get those sponsors. Okay, let's show the backpack. This is typical of what you're going to be giving away.
Well, each child will receive a backpack, and they're very good quality backpacks. And then we provide notebooks, we provide folders in each backpack. We just try to, and it's split up between grade levels. So K through 5 would receive crayons and I think a glue stick. And then, the older kids from grade 6 to 12 would actually get the note cards instead of a glue stick and crayons, because obviously a 6th grader to a 12th grader don't really need all of those things. And then we provide a ruler and ink pens for the older children as well. So
that's a great getting started. Oh my goodness.
It's a $35 value. And so for ministries to think of it as a way to, it's saving them money. They don't have to buy the backpacks. They don't have to ask people to donate.
Let's explain that, because not only are you doing this, people signing up through Somebody Cares for this event, but you make these available for other ministries to purchase from you, correct, and give out.
That is true. I mean, we actually service ministries and churches all over the nation. It just kind of took off about 10 years ago. We felt a need to provide another service to ministries to connect them to resources. And so we're actually able to sell them at a much lower cost, say a $35 value. In the month of June, that's only $11. So they can get a backpack filled with supplies for $11. If they only want the backpack, it's only $7.50. But when you're looking at when you're asking your members of your church or different individuals, they can go out and spend the $40, or they can donate $33 and you can buy 3 backpacks instead of getting 1. So you're stretching your ministry dollars.
But it's a way to, it's good for Somebody Cares Tampa Bay, but it's good for other churches. It's a great resource for them to do their own outreaches as well, because this is such a need this time of year. Okay, in just a few minutes we have left too, because we bring Somebody Cares Tampa Bay on a number of times throughout the year, because the organization itself is a uniting organization to where they try to bring the Christian community together. We're going to spend a little bit more time on this a few months down the road, but you do have some remaining events for this year yet, right?
Yes, we have our annual Care Fest, and that always takes place on the last Saturday of September every year. This will actually be our 13th year. We go out and we do minor home repairs, yard work, and painting. And last year we did almost 400 projects in the Tampa Bay area with over 5,000 volunteers. So this isn't just a small undertaking. This is something where we join churches, businesses, and other organizations together and go out and just impact people's lives in a really big way on one day. But we also, we call it being caretageous. The whole idea of it is to spark, something inside, our churches to be outward and to go out and do it on a continual basis.
Yeah. It's not just once a year. If they see a need to, to do it more often. Okay, Nikki. Well, I appreciate you coming on, talking about this. We're going to close it out at this right now, and there's so much more we could talk about with Somebody Cares Tampa Bay, but we want to really focus on getting our people involved in this. And give us one more time, date, location, how our viewers can get involved.
All of the information about the Back to School program is on our website and the outreach. They're at the Tampa Bay Times Forum on July 20th, starting at 5:30.
That's a Saturday, right?
That is a Saturday. There's at the Storm game, we'll be having the activities and we'll be handing out the backpacks, and we just invite all ministries and organizations to, fill out a scholarship application, and hopefully we'll get, if we get more than 1,000 kids, then great, because we'd just love to bless more.
Yeah, that's great. It's a wonderful outreach. Thank you so much for coming on the program today. I hope you will participate with Somebody Cares Tampa Bay and do this outreach, this backpack giveaway. And we're giving you, it's really just about a month's notice here, so that you can get involved and maybe figure out what there's some needy children that that could really benefit from this. This is a great opportunity. So stay tuned. On the screen, we're going to show you how you can contact Somebody Cares Tampa Bay, and you can participate in the in definitely this backpack giveaway, but all the events year round that they do, including Care Fest coming up. So we'll be right back with more Bay Focus.
Hi everyone, this is Brad Serini with the Tampa Bay Storm. I'm here to talk to you about a charity called Somebody Cares Tampa Bay. They need your help to give 1,000 local needy youth backpacks filled with supplies for the upcoming school year. Each child receives admission to the Storm game on July 20th versus Pittsburgh Power, a backpack filled with school supplies, and hear an inspirational message from the Storm president, Derek Brooks. All this for a $15 donation to Somebody Cares Tampa Bay. Become a sponsor by calling Allison Goodman at 813-301-6683 or visit www.sctb.org for more information. And we hope to see you at the game too. Thank you.
Well, we're back and we're going to tell you about another event going on here in the Tampa Bay area. And we have an exciting guest with us. His name is Leonardo. And those of you that have watched CTN for any length of time, you have seen Leonardo Villanueva sing many times on our network. He's a bilingual Dove Award-winning artist, and he has sung for our telethons, he's sung on The Good Life, and he's sung at various things here and some specials we've done for Christian Television Network International. So he is one of our favorites here. And before we talk about, he's got a special benefit concert he's going to be doing for the homeless, and we're going to find out about that. Before we do, I want you to take a look at Leonardo and his music. Let's take a look.
Sing a jubilant song to the King. Come on and praise him in the morning, praise him in the noontime, praise him at night. You know he's worthy, worthy of all glory, worthy of all wisdom, power and might. Praise him in the morning, praise him in the noontime, praise him at night. You know he's worthy, worthy of all glory, worthy of all wisdom, power and might. Come on and praise him in the morning, praise him in the noontime, praise him at night. You know he's worthy, worthy of all glory, worthy of all wisdom, power and might.
Well, that gives you a little taste of the music of Leonardo, and he is going to be back. We're going to show you one of his incredible music videos in just a moment. But let's introduce you to Leonardo Villanueva. Thank you. Did I pronounce that right?
Of course, you always
I
do.
did? Okay, good. I just want to make sure I got it right.
By
If
now.
you say it fast enough and don't think about it, you can get it out. You know, just get it out really fast.
Anything works like that always.
But a lot of times we just go by Leonardo with you, and you're known as that, and you're a bilingual artist. But update our viewers a little bit on what you're doing now, because you're also a music minister, and you do a variety of things. What's going on with your ministry?
Right. So I worked for 6 years for Ottawa Baptist Church as one of their worship leaders and music directors. Now I'm the worship leader and music director at the First United Methodist Church of Lutz. And so that's my church, and I'm just glad to be there. And I also that's where we're doing the benefit concert next Saturday.
Okay, tell us about because this is coming up now. This is just coming up this week. Tell us exactly what's happening. And then we're going to talk in more detail about it. But give us the date, time, what's going to be going on.
Sure, it's going to be a benefit concert to benefit Trinity Cafe, which is a homeless feeding organization, non-denominational charity, nonetheless led very much by Christians. They're doing a wonderful work in the community. It's going to be this Saturday, June 15th. This Saturday, June 15th at 7 p.m. at First United Methodist Church of Lutz. For more information, you can always go to my website, leonardovillanueva.com. Okay.
Now, is this a ticketed event, or is this a love offering? How does it become a benefit for the cafe?
Good question. So it's going to be a free event, and then at the end we're going to collect a love offering. 100% of it we're going to give right over to Trinity Cafe. The representatives of Trinity Cafe, Cindy Davis, is going to be their director, and we're just going to collect it, hand it over to them. So we ask people to come with generous hearts, ready to give and ready to help out some folk.
Okay. Now you've traveled a lot too, and you're known in the bilingual circles and as a singer, worship leader. You had a tremendous. We saw, I think, a clip of some of that video of when the Dove Award you've recipient of and a presenter. You've had a lot of things happen in your life and opportunity for ministry. So there's a lot of different ways you can go. Why the homeless? What made you? Now, you've had some experiences. Many of our viewers don't know what you did in actually walking in the shoes of a homeless person. Explain that.
Ever since I basically lived 3 years ago, 3 days and 3 nights as a homeless man in downtown Tampa. Ever since I was in in college, I developed compassion for the homeless. I would see them out in the streets, and I would try to minister to them as a Christian. I would walk up to them in the streets and just ask them, if I could pray for something. I would give them a couple of bucks, mainly buy them food. I mean, I wanted to make sure that they, that I was supplying their immediate need. I would pray with them. And so I'd been doing that for years, through the church and personally. And then, back in 2009, I don't know, there was just something in me. I guess God tugged into my heart, just telling me that, that I would never know exactly how it feels. It's easy to interact with them and maybe give them a couple of bucks, but I would never know how it feels unless I walked in their shoes. So that's what I did. I felt that conviction, and I announced it on YouTube and my Facebook group and all that. And I said, I'm going to spend 3 days and 3 nights in downtown Tampa, just jeans, a T-shirt, nothing else, no money, no phone. I'm just gonna figure out how is it that you survive in that kind of environment. Where do you get food from? Where do you sleep? I slept in the street, one of the nights at the steps of one of the churches in downtown. Other 2 nights I slept in a shelter just with everybody else at the Salvation Army. I had to find out, okay, where do you drink water when you're thirsty? And one of the things that I came across was a Trinity Cafe. They fed me. They didn't know who I was. I was just another person in need out in the street. And they fed me with dignity. And even during that time, I mean, it was like angels. I was truly hungry. I mean, I was hungry. I was out there just like anybody else. And it felt like angels were serving me, honestly. It was an incredible experience.
So that has to be, when you do that, the life-changing side of that, because you come out of that, with a memory of that you had done that and experienced that. So do you feel that is part now of your ministry, that you want people that come to your concerts, not only this benefit, but just in your ministry as a whole, you want maybe to put some seeds of thought into people? Hey, look around the people around you. There may be somebody that doesn't have what you have, or there's somebody on the street. How did it change you?
It's definitely made me much more aware. I mean, it is a life-changing experience. When you go through something like that, it's a type of experiment / research that I did personally, a spiritual walk. But it changes you. I mean, you come out of it just understanding, appreciating the blessings that you have personally, you and your family, and you get to go to a house, to your home, to your family, that you get to eat 2 days, 3 times, that you have a job. Many of the people that I encounter out there, are not lazy or drunks or mentally, ill or anything like that. They just simply lost their jobs. It's been 4 or 5 rough years of economy. They lost their jobs, and then one thing led to another, and they couldn't pay the mortgage or the apartment anymore. And oops, in a few months, they were just out in the street. There's near to 20,000 homeless people here in the Tampa Bay area. 23% of them are children.
Did you encounter some families?
And I got to meet, got to meet some of them out there. Even at Trinity Cafe, I met some families with children that come with children, and that is their food. So it changes your life. And then what I've tried to do through my ministry since then is I apply to as much as I can. I mean, the ministry God has given to me, even through the songs, is a ministry of hope and compassion and just encouragement to people that they can, that God gives them hope.
Okay, now one of the video we're going to look at today was written based on this experience. Now,
correct.
Explain the video a little bit, because it's called Hope. What is it? Hope is coming.
Hope is coming to you.
To you. But it was written in the homeless, although the video we will see will not necessarily portray that. Explain that.
Yeah, the video came out of the homeless experience, and some mission trips that I had taken. And again, is the message of hope. So what we did when we brought it to the screen to produce it as a music video, we just had this idea. We wanted kind of to give it a different twist, and we wanted also to dedicate it, ironically enough, to the military.
Yeah, it's great.
And so you through the story there, you see, I've heard from so many military wives that have said, that touched me a lot. So we want to kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, the message of the music, but also the story that you say through that you see through the video.
Oh yeah, it's powerful with the military aspect to it as well. Okay, we have a couple minutes left. Let's talk about the music. What do you try to do with your music? You have when I listen to you, we've had you here a number of times. You definitely have the Spanish flair. You know, you have the Latino sound, but you have a pop kind of sound too, a little bit pop rock, a little bit thing.
Yeah.
What do you know, obviously lyrics are going to be important, but what are you trying to accomplish with your music? Do you like to mix it up, or what is your style?
I grew up in Puerto Rico, and of course, we love Latin music.
Yeah.
But my mom was always listening to, you know, American music as well, so we had our records and we would listen to that. And so as I grew up and as I've been writing my own music for the last 10, 15 years, you know, sometimes it comes out very dunka dunka dunka, and sometimes it sounds a little more American pop, and you know. But you know, for example, at a concert like what we're gonna have Saturday, I'm gonna have Hispanics in there, Spanish speakers. I'm gonna have Americans. They're gonna like something, whether it's the
and
pop
you're gonna have a live
or the
band
Latin.
too, right?
I'm gonna have a live band. Carmen Ray is gonna be there, premier singer. Daniel Joyner is a jazz blues piano, Christian piano player that just released a CD. That dance team from Ottawa Baptist Church. It's going to be a packed concert, very entertaining. Somebody in those 2 hours from 7 till 9, somebody's just going to absolutely love something that happens on that stage.
That's a wonderful way to go about it. A little bit of something for everyone,
That's
not
right.
exclusively your style, or including other people.
It's not just a Leonardo concert. I mean, I bring my friends with me just because I have talented friends.
Yeah.
Friends that will bless your socks off, and you will get blessed.
We're about
that
to
day by
have
one of
Daniel
us.
Joyner on CTN, by the way.
Very good.
Oh yeah,
Excellent.
he's going to be coming in a few
He's
weeks on
awesome.
another one of our programs on The Good Life. But okay, one more time, and then we're going to go to the video. It is this Saturday night, right? June 15th.
June 15th
Location.
at 7 p.m. at First United Methodist Church of Lutz, at the corner of Del Mabry and Lutz Lakefern, right behind the Publix. And for more information, you can go to leonardovillanueva.com, and you'll have all the information you need to know there.
Okay, and it is a free concert, but come ready to give for the homeless cause.
Definitely.
That's fantastic. Okay, we are going to thank you, Leonardo, for coming on today. We're gonna go to your music video now, because this is a powerful song. Hope is coming to you, and it tells the message that you want to know about, that there is hope in any situation. But this, you want to stay tuned, and particularly if you have a heart for the military, two military families. This is going to really, really bless you. So here's the music video of Leonardo. Hope is coming to you.
To every weary traveler, lose faith. To all the fatherless out there, to all the hungry children, lose faith. 'Cause help is on the way. From above, hope will come and find you where you are. In the darkest valley, he'll be there. Hope is coming to you, don't despair. He will set his angels unaware. 'Cause help is just a prayer away. Every wounded soldier, to every hopeless soul out there, if you've been hurt in battle, cause help is on the way. Hope will come and find you where you are. In the darkest valley, he'll be there. Hope is coming to you, don't despair. He will set his angels unaware. 'Cause help is just a prayer it's time. For there is no weapon formed against you that shall prosper. You will see. Hold on, my friend, help is on the way. Hope is coming to you from above. Hope will come and find you where you are. In the darkest valley, he'll be there.
GMA Dove Award-winning bilingual artist Leonardo Villanueva will perform with a live band to benefit Trinity Cafe on Saturday, June 15th. The concert starts at 7 p.m. and will be held at First United Methodist Church at 960 Lutz Lake Fern Road in Lutz, Florida. For more information, please call 813-263-4693 or log on to www.leonardovillanueva.com.
Well, I hope you can get out to the concert this Saturday night, 7 o'clock at First United Methodist?
First United Methodist.
Methodist in Tampa and Lutz area. And then also you can participate in the Somebody Cares Tampa Bay backpack giveaway event. Those that you know, needy families that need this, please contact Somebody Cares Tampa Bay to get involved with that. So thank you so much for tuning in this week. We try to keep you up to date on what's going on so you can participate. We'll see you next week. God bless you.